In this lesson, we'll begin finalizing the legs. We'll start by blocking in the feet just a little bit more, just to make it easier on us to animate the steps when it comes time to do that very shortly. So let's bring back our control curves, and first we need to show the legs so we can work on them. So let's go to our channel, okay, of the the global move control, and we'll put in values of 1, okay, in the viz right and left leg, so we can bring back our legs, and there they are. Great. So now we can go ahead and start with the right foot. Let's get those the right knee and the right foot selected. And what we want to do first is adjust this area here, because right now the character, his feet are moving up at the same time the upper body is. And what's going to happen is the upper body is going to lean in first, and then the foot is going to come up immediately after. So let's work on that. We could just take this key on frame 1 and let's move it so that it now lies on about frame 4 of the right foot. So now what we get is the foot planting for a little bit longer as the upper body is leaning forward, and then it comes up. But notice something else. Notice how the foot is planting at the same time the body is pretty much moving forward, has moved forward. And we don't want that to happen as well, because then the character is pretty much going to be off balance. He's going to have a weird walk forward. So what we want to do is just take this key on frame 10 and let's move it down about 1 frame. So now the foot's going to plant first, and then the body comes forward. Great. So with that step in place, what we can do is scrub back and work on our next task for the right foot. And here we see a similar situation where the foot is coming back at the same time the body's coming back. So to fix this, we'll also speed up the time in which the foot's planting here. So let's shift select this key on frame 35 and bring it to more about frame 31. Great, so now the foot plants and then the body's coming back, just like what we want to have happen. Great. So with that done, that completes the blocking out phase for our right foot, and we could go ahead and work on the left. So let's select the left knee and the left foot control, and again, we don't want the left foot coming up at the same time the body's coming up, but we also don't want the left foot coming up at the same time the right foot's coming up, okay? Unless the character was on roller skates, for example, and he's definitely not on roller skates. So let's fix this up. What we'll do is take the keys from frames 1 and frame 10, and we're actually going to set them so that our first key lies a little bit after when the right foot plants. So let's put it on about frame 11. Great, so now that right foot comes up, plants, and then the left foot comes up a little bit after. Great, so here's what we get when we hit play, just to check out the block phase. Great, so we could definitely see the progress of our steps coming along. The blocking out phase, that is. And we also want to fix this key here, because, well, the timing of it and spacing of it, because we don't want this left foot planting so slow. It should plant a little bit faster. So let's just take this key on frame 20, make sure we have it shift selected, and we'll move it down to about 17. Great, so now right foot plants, left foot plants a little bit faster, and so on. Great, so with these things done, that actually finishes off our blocking out phase for the feet, and in the next lesson we'll begin working more on the steps.